fellow campers. Welcome to Let's Go Campin'. I'm your host, Veronica. We're going to start things off with Kemp Outside. Let's take a look.
Hey guys, I'm Kevin with Kemp Outside, your inside source for all things outside. This summer we took an amazing 3-week summer tour of Indiana State Parks in an RV from Mount Comfort RV, and our third stop was Indiana Dunes State Park. You guys are going to want to visit this park, especially if you've never been there before. It's right on Lake Michigan. Check it out. Indiana Dunes State Park is located in Chesterton, Indiana, and it was established in 1925. It offers fantastic views of Lake Michigan and hiking trails through the sand dunes that are just terrific. Access to Lake Michigan is very easy as there's a large parking area and a building with concessions and then this fantastic beach. The first day we got there, it was very cloudy and overcast, but the lake was calm and we were able to go walk along the shore and skip rocks and just enjoy a fantastic day watching the storms roll around us and just hang out in Lake Michigan. Lucky for us though, the weather got better, so we climbed the observation tower that allowed us these fantastic views of Lake Michigan. And as you can see, the parking lot is huge for this area, so you should have plenty of places to park when you go visit, although this park can be quite busy. And check out this white sand beach. I could have swore I was back in Florida and not in Indiana. What an amazing place to hang out, especially on a hot summer day. So guys, one of the great things about Indiana Dunes State Park is that it is surrounded by Indiana Dunes National Park. We took a little hiking tour of Indiana Dunes National Park. Check it out. We headed over to the Paul H. Douglas Center for Environmental Education to hit the trail, and they have this fantastic ADA accessible boardwalk that runs through some of the dune habitat. And it was really cool to walk along this boardwalk and check out a few things. I'm told that when the lupins are blooming, this trail is absolutely beautiful. Unfortunately, we were there after the lupin bloom, but as you can see, we have Ellie leashed up and she was ready to hit the trail and check out these boardwalks. We decided to leave the boardwalks and do the hiking trail all the way to Lake Michigan. This is a 3.4 mile trail round trip, so it is a long way if you're not used to hiking that far, but it offers fantastic views of the dune habitat, and it changes the closer you get to the lake. And even though the lupins weren't blooming anymore, we love the wildflowers, and hey, we found a lupin, but most of them were already past their bloom. As we kept walking, the sand got softer and softer, which made for a tougher trail, and pretty soon we were going to be hiking over the dunes themselves to get to Lake Michigan. The trail was fantastic. It was beautiful. Definitely take a lot of water with you, especially if it's a hot day, because we didn't take enough water, and so we were very excited when we finally got to Lake Michigan. The toughest part of this trail by far is the hike over the dunes themselves. The sand can be quite soft, and so it feels like you're not making a lot of progress sometimes, but the view is fantastic. And as you get closer and closer to the lake, you feel a sense of accomplishment knowing that pretty soon the payoff is going to be spectacular. And it was. When we were there, no one else was on the beach. We had all of Lake Michigan to ourselves, and it was calm, and we were able to wade out into the water and just enjoy this amazing experience being the only ones there. I could have spent all day here, but pretty soon it was time to put the shoes back on and do our hike back to the Paul H. Douglas Environmental Education Center. You definitely want to hit a trail like this the next time you're at Indiana Dunes. Indiana Dunes State Park has a great campground. Let's take a look at it. The campground at Indiana Dunes State Park is a fantastic place to use as a base of operations, whether you're exploring the state park or the national park. We just passed the camp store on the right where you can get camping supplies, some groceries, or firewood, And as you can see as we're rolling through this campground, it is just a great place to hang out. All the sites are level, they're very easy to access, and there are 140 sites, all with 50 amp electric hookup. There are no water or sewer hookups in these campsites, but they do have a water fill station and dump station for your needs. This campground also backs up to the dunes themselves and offers some great hiking trails both on the dunes and access to Lake Michigan and the beach area. This campground has 2 modern restrooms with running water, hot showers, and flush toilets, as well as 2 playground facilities. So this campground has everything you need for a family camping trip. So guys, as you can see, this is an amazing place to go camping and exploring, and if you've never been, I hope you add it to your list of parks to visit this summer. And guys, if you don't have an RV, rent one from Mount Comfort RV and go take your family on that trip. You will make memories that will last a lifetime. Guys, for Let's Go Camping, I'm Kevin Kemp with Kemp Outside.
Wow, that looked so fun. Thanks, Kevin. Now, let's go back in time to the 1800s and visit Conner Prairie.
Hi, I'm Katie Worthen, the Director of Marketing and Brand Strategy, and welcome to Conner Prairie. So at Conner Prairie, we have over 1,000 acres for you to explore. In the wintertime, our grounds are closed. However, you can still enjoy the indoor experiences Thursdays through Sundays. And then in mid-January, we will open up our outdoor grounds again on the weekends for people to enjoy just winter experiences, to hike, to bundle up, and really enjoy the nature and beauty of wintertime. When you're here in Central Indiana, there are so many unique places to explore, but Conner Prairie prides itself on being the only living history museum in Indiana. We're the first Smithsonian affiliate as well in our state, so there are so many places to explore with your family. We have 1836 Prairie Town where you will meet people living in our fictional town and learn about everything from the trades that they might do, go to school there, go to the store and purchase items. It's just a really cool, unique experience. We also have our Civil War journey where you can step back in time to DuPont, Indiana during the raid that happened during the Civil War. You can experience some awesome architecture and get up close and personal with many of the animals that we have on site. In Animal Encounters, you can learn about our heritage breeds that we have here on the site. You can get up close, touch them if you want to, but you don't have to. You can also see them from a distance if you need to. You can step into the William Conner home. William Conner was someone who settled here in the 1800s, and he really brought this land to life and helped transform what it is today with the help of Eli Lilly, who also has a vacation home here on our property called Shenhoshi, or the Chinese house. So really cool places to explore. You can go up into our 1859 balloon voyage, which allows you to fly above our grounds at 377 feet, which is actually taller than the Statue of Liberty. You can learn about the first air mail delivery, which took place right here in Indiana, and just the history of air flight in general. Learn about some unique female aeronauts that really broke the glass ceiling of their time. And we just invite you to come here and explore the history. We really want to foster learning with these individualized experiences that you can really make your own when you come to visit here at Conner Prairie. We have so many wonderful things here at Conner Prairie for you to explore, both during the winter and in the springtime when our grounds open again in April. So we hope you'll come and visit us soon and enjoy the great outdoors.
Thanks, Katie. That looked so cool. Now, let's go to Mount Comfort RV for an RV review. All right, we're here at Mount Comfort RV with Susan, and she's going to show us the Mirada today.
Folks, we are out here braving the cold for you to show you a great little floor plan in a Class A. Now, this is going to be under 35 feet. It actually measures out to 34 feet 10 inches, tip to toe. So she's a great little Class A, and she's going to feel super roomy inside thanks to the full wall slide that we're going to see over here. Now, the 35 LS is a great little floor plan from Coachmen. If you're not familiar with Coachmen, they build a lot of value into their products. Well, let's go around to the side. I'm going to show you some really neat features, things that you would not normally expect to see in a Class A. Of course, we've got our nice little outside television here. This is what a lot of campers are going to have in them. Even Class C's are putting this in there now. But Veronica, one of the cool things we're seeing in this gas Class A, go ahead and open her up. Up and over storage. This is something you typically only see in a diesel. So there's lots of up and over storage for those longer things like umbrellas, extra tents, surfboards, kayaks, paddleboards, you name it. More storage here, not necessarily up and over, but anywhere there's a void, Coachmen is so good about putting a door or a drawer in it so you have some places to go. You've got twin awnings here, so you have an awning over almost the entire coach. And this is that thing that I was telling you about, kind of teasing you about, a big outside kitchen in a Class A without a bunk system. Usually you have bunks or something that will create that void so that you can have your little outdoor kitchen. In this instance, you've got everything. You've got a stink plumb to the gray tank. You've got your little refrigerator, plenty of storage. And down here, this little yellow thing right here, this is an LP Quick Connect.
Okay.
Give us like a low pressure gas grill or something like that.
We have a propane fryer, a deep fryer.
Okay, so here's the thing. This hooks up to the propane tank in your coach, so there's no more carrying those little extra propane bottles.
Very nice.
This takes care of everything for you. It's all neat and it's very safe.
Okay.
So, I don't know about you, but I'm a little chilly.
Yeah,
let's go inside. I want to show you some great features inside this coach.
Sounds good.
All right.
Let's go.
Okay, Veronica, we're inside the Mirada 35 LS. That's some little kind of hard to say, but of course it's going to be on Ford's new V8 platform. It's a 7.3 liter engine, which is what you're going to see in most gas Class A's. Okay. So that's pretty normal. This one, because of your build, is going to tow a hefty 8,000 pounds, depending on how you load her out. So if you've got a vehicle that you want to take with you, you're not going to be limited on this. Okay. I love this light up dash. It's super easy to see. Even in the daytime, you can see the glare is not affecting it. You can really see the display. Now, normally we would have the shade all the way down, but we have the vehicle running, and when it is running as a safety stopgap, we can only pull the sun visor shade down this far. Okay. Now, in some coaches, this will be sort of a screen, and you might be able to lower it a little bit lower because you can see out, but this just gives us a little bit of extra get the sun out of my eyes. We do have auxiliary dash fans, just like you'd expect in a diesel pusher. And then one of the other things I love to call out on my Miradas is this huge 10-inch display screen. This is going to be not only your backup camera, but your radio, your navigation. It's also going to be the display for your side cameras. Oh, wow. So turn your turn signal and see what happens.
Turn on my turn signal. What's that?
Other one. There you go. That's the view down this side of the coach. So left turn signal, you're going to see the left side of the coach. Right turn signal, you'll see the right side of the coach.
Very nice.
Pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
So it just eliminates blind spots. It just makes it a little bit easier to drive. Coachmen has updated their pilot seats. They're super duper comfortable. They've just given a lot of thought to this coach. Really, as a step up from the Pursuit, it goes Pursuit, Mirada, and then Encore. As just a step up from the Pursuit, there's a lot going on here. Let's move a little bit back this way. I want to show you some other cool stuff.
Okay.
Now, I know you've got kids.
Yes.
This is a drop-down bunk.
I was wondering about that.
Yes, that's a drop-down bunk. Now, in this case, everything drops down. even
Okay.
those cabinets behind. Then there'll be nets that will keep the kids from pitching out either onto the dashboard or rolling out into the coach.
Okay.
So that's one sleep space, and actually it will accommodate an adult.
Okay.
Usually your weight limits on these are somewhere between 300 and 400 pounds.
Okay.
So you can really get an adult up there.
Yeah, a couple teenagers.
Exactly. Of course,
Yeah.
this will break down to a little bed. And of course, this is a trifold sofa.
Okay.
So that makes out actually to a full-size bed. So if you've got a couple who comes along, or the kids just want to pile up, watch
Yeah.
the TV right here, which is a great position if you ask me.
Yeah.
Now, personally, I would put on a swing arm mount so that I could pull this out so I can see it from the dinette a little bit. That's something that you can do.
Yeah.
And then, of course, these fireplaces,
Yeah.
both pretty and warm.
Right.
So if I were a
Should've
kid,
turned that on
right?
today.
We should have had her on today.
Yeah.
You have to be hooked. Good point, though. You have to be hooked up to 110 power.
Okay,
In order to do
run
this,
that.
so we either need to run our Yamaha generator, which
Okay.
is what's on this coach, or we need to be hooked up to shore power because this is something that sucks a lot of juice, like a microwave,
Okay.
like the air conditioner.
Yeah.
It really does pull a little bit of juice, and we are in 2 air conditioners in this, so this is going to be a 50 amp coach.
Yeah.
I'm going to slide back this way. We have a nice big bathroom here.
Yeah.
For a midship coach bathroom, I think the way they angled everything, they angled the toilet and have the shower in the corner, they really made a good use of their space.
Yeah.
And then you get all of this storage
Great
over here.
size shower too.
Or you can put a washer dryer in there. You can actually
in
put
the-
you could actually put a
Yeah.
stackable washer dryer in there.
Okay.
Most folks want the storage space.
Right. Right.
But if you needed to, you could actually put that in there. And then we get back in here with this great big bed. I love the fact that Coachmen puts huge beds in their Class A's.
Right.
And not only do they do that, but you get nightstands on both sides.
Yeah.
Quite frankly, there are a lot of fifth wheels that don't give you this much room in the bedroom.
Yeah.
Now, one of the other cool things that Coachmen does, and I think we may have seen this before in some of their other stuff, they call this their CPAP station. It pops open. There's a 110 outlet there. Of course, it's lighted, but your hoses
Oh, okay.
come down through here. So you can keep everything put up here and out of the way.
Yeah.
It can look really nice and neat.
A coach
Pop
pap
that up.
station.
Coach Pap Station.
Very nice.
One more cool thing I love about Coachmen's, kids love this too, although you may not always want to tell them about it, and that is the secret compartment.
Oh no. Oh wow.
Behind the TV is a nice large compartment.
Yeah, that's
that
a
you
great
can put
use of space.
satellite stuff. I mean, whatever you wanted to do. However, if you were traveling with a firearm
Mm-hmm.
or something else that you didn't want someone readily to figure out where it was,
Yeah.
this is really a good place to go with it.
Yeah. Very nice.
Folks, we only went through, just a fraction of the features. I've got lots of statistics. I can tell you more about what she'll tow. I can tell you more about what her dimensions are and what you can pack inside her. But all that's a great conversation for somebody to follow up with me. So Veronica, I'm going to kick it back to you. I'm Susan Dillman-Stills. So if somebody wants to give me a call on this one, I would love to talk to you about the Coachmen.
Thanks, Susan. Finally, let's see what's cooking in Cookin' in the Woods.
Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Let's Go Camping with Mount Comfort RV and Cooking in the Woods with Andrew Klein and Trax Barbecue. Today, we got something for the kids and Dad, too. We're doing sausages and we're doing hot dogs. So we've got a fresh stuffed Polish sausage here, and we're going to do some nice Nathan's hot dogs here. We're going to do 2 different types of preparations because you want to handle these guys differently. Main thing is, for the sausages, do not puncture that skin. Once you puncture the skin, all the fat comes right on out, so does the flavor, it becomes dry. With the hot dogs, you can put them on a skewer, do a weenie roast, do it however you want, but do not poke the sausage. Rule number 1, never poke the sausage. Also, you want to use gloves and you want to handle them separately. You don't want to do any cross-contamination, salmonella, or anything else. So we're going to start with these sausages first. We're going to do them directly on the grate. These are going to go about 3-4 minutes per side. You don't want direct heat, so you want to take them off the side because you don't want a lot of gas flares. So you're going to turn them regularly. That way you get a nice even cook. You're looking for 165 degrees on the interior temp, and they'll be perfect. We'll be back here shortly. All right, guys, it's been about 3 minutes. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna give them a little move off to the side. Now remember, you don't want a bunch of color on these right off the bat. You can see the fat starting to render through. You just want to make sure that skin doesn't burn all the way through, so that fat stays inside. The fat's where all the flavor is at. So you want to cook these nice and slow. Again, right off the heat. You don't want it right on. So while these are cooking, we can start getting things ready for the kiddos. Now, you don't have to get these fancy roasting sticks. You can buy these pretty much. Most grocery stores sell them. You can get them at a sporting goods store or your local camp shop. Or if you want to be real rustic, just walk out to the woods. Take your knife, find the right size stick, sharpen it. Very carefully, you want to run this right down the middle. Now, hot dogs are fully cooked. So you're just warming these guys up. It doesn't take a whole lot of talent and or experience to cook these. That's why you let your kids do these here. But you might want to go ahead and put them on the sticks for them. That way they don't stab their little fingers. It's the middle of the day, so my kids aren't here right now. They're in school. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and use these guys and just kind of lean them up against the fire grate here. You don't want them to go right over the top or be right on the flame. Depends on how you like your hot dogs. My son likes his a little crispy. I like mine nice and golden brown. So we're going to let those cook for a few minutes. And we'll be back shortly. All right, guys, it's been about 3 or 4 minutes. We're going to check these sausages, give them a little turn. We're starting to get some nice little color action to them. So to me, that says about another 4 or 5 minutes and we'll be ready to go. I'm going to flip these hot dogs over. Starting to get some color on these guys as well. These guys should be done about the same time and we'll be ready to eat. Okay, guys, it's been about 10-12 minutes. These hot dogs and sausages are going to be ready to go. They're nice and firm to the touch. Take these off. Remember, always using your tongs. I'm going to place these right here. I'm going to grab these hot dogs. These hot dogs now have a nice, beautiful, toasted brown color to them. No more extra time needed. And nothing goes better with sausages and hot dogs than a little brown mustard, yellow mustard, or ketchup. Just right here, one. Good to go. And again, no right or wrong reason on what to put on your hot dog and or sausages. Whatever you like. I sometimes like to put a little coleslaw on mine as well. There you go. It's time to eat. Super simple dinner. Everybody pitched in a little bit. Have a good evening. We'll see you next time on Let's Go Camping and Cooking in the Woods.
Thanks, Andrew. Those look delicious. That does it for this week's episode. Tune in next week on Saturday at 8:30 p.m. on WHMB 40. See you then.